can anyway.
Okay, and then I'm just going to start because I think it's 6 minutes past 9.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you guys for getting on tonight's call. So I was lucky enough to go to the DM training, which was a really good day. So I would definitely say if you get the opportunity to go, do go. It's not expensive and you get so much value out of it. So I'm going to get stuck in and talk about, first of all, what we heard, which was building momentum in your business. And the speaker was Leslie Kearns. Basically, momentum is your best friend in your Arbonne business. And how do we create momentum? Well, we create momentum with a strong why, vision, belief, system, urgency, and speed. So don't be complacent in your business. Always thrive for more. She spoke about actively making it happen. This is urgent and you really need it now. Run there as fast as you can and find that gut reason why and go get it. Think what would happen if you didn't go and get it. Have your vision very, very clear. Do you see in the future? Do you see clearly? Arbonne will be the next top company in network marketing, and we're already a part of it. So we have this gift in our hands. So how big are you creating it for your team? Paint that vision and dream big and have the belief. Belief is something that really normally does hold us back because a lot of people don't actually believe. So strengthen your belief if you have any doubts. People will respond more positively. Once you set your belief, then get set to work. Audios, trainings, videos, reading, plugins, speakers, external speakers, nothing is too much. And then the system, how does the system work? What does it require? And are you working the system? Are you doing your orders, your 2 product events, your 1 business event, your business event, your 3 business events, your 2 product drop-offs, your 1 one-to-one, whatever you've decided to do in your business, are you doing it? Are you making it work for you? Or are you just being complacent and, not working it as you should? Basically, again, do you treat it like a business or do you treat it like a hobby? Keep it simple. Don't complicate things. The urgency is so important, and your attitude towards this business, get it done and get it done now. Do it now. Make things happen. Get results today, not tomorrow. Speed absolutely loves success. So if you're in speed or if you're in momentum, don't slow down. Things won't change if you don't change at all. So that burst of energy is decided by the leader. So be the best leader that you can in your team. Momentum comes from us. So get your diary full. Take the emotion out of this business. Again, we hear it time and time again. It's just a numbers game. So pick up that pace and build up the speed to fly. And if you give your business the push, it will take you to the next level. If you have the stamina, if you have the persistence, the vision, the faith, and the push, you will no doubt succeed at this business. Absolutely no question about it. So momentum can disappear, and sometimes people stop pedaling, we take our eye off the ball, or we arrive at district manager, area manager, RVP, NVP, whatever, and then we either, just stop, or also people change the system. They try and really reinvent the wheel and change the system. Don't. Just keep going and doing things as we do them. Don't distract. And don't listen to drama. Move away. Things happen. Move on. Keep following the system. Don't let anything affect your business. Stay consistent. Maintain speed. Write goals. Get into the rhythm. The passion and the vision will keep you going. Build the passion over time. Read, listen, and go get it. And don't just be in the business, be in the business 100%, put everything into it, head down, go for it. believe it to your absolute core, because people will buy into you. So at this point, I just want one of my new team members, his name's Kuldeep, you've probably seen him about on chat, and he's going to do his why. Over to you, Rick.
Hello.
Hello.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, why for me was a bit of a difficult one. At the beginning, when my sponsor, Sandy, approached me, which was probably about 2 years ago, I just point blank said no, because I hadn't heard of Arbonne, and I was one of those people that just goes to the supermarket, you pick up your stuff, normal stuff, put it in the trolley, and it's done. Then my son had cradle cap. When he was born, he was about 2 or 3 months old. Excuse me, I have got a really bad cough as well, so I'm struggling to talk. He was about 2 or 3 months old. He had really bad cradle cap, and took him to the doctor. We had medicine. Doctor prescribed, said, try this. Tried it for a few weeks and didn't work. We did this 3 times. Each time went back and said, look, he's having trouble sleeping, nothing's working, blah, blah, blah. In the end, Sandy came along and said, do you want to try this stuff? She gave us the ABC. Tried that. Within a week and a half, it all cleared up. His cradle cap was so bad. His whole head looked like just one big scab, and hair was falling out and stuff. It wasn't easy for him because he couldn't sleep at night and stuff. That really changed your mind. Being a parent, he's our first child, and that really turned my head, and thought, well, these products, they work. So I signed up in April. I've tried the protein meal replacements to lose a bit of weight, and that's going really good. Literally lost a stone, believe it or not. I'm not a very big person, but I managed to lose a stone within about 10 days. So the products do work. So I believe in the products. That's the main reason, because this is network marketing. You're giving it to your friends, you're giving it to your family. You don't want them to come back and say, you've given you've sold me a dead horse. It's no good. You want to recommend something that works. So that's one of the main reasons. Obviously, the money. I like the way the business is set up. I think it works. My sponsor's been through, the numbers, and I've seen the Don Falia presentation and all that, and I believe it's a system that's proven that it does work. They're basically the main reasons. So yeah, I like the stuff. So far, friends who have tried, a couple of friends have tried the meal replacement as well, the 30 days set. I'm getting good feedback, so I'm going to keep going and hopefully get a few consultants along the way.
Great. Fabulous. Thank you very much.
I'm going to mute myself now.
Okay. So that, is a great introduction into the next speaker that we had, which was Claire Fishenden. The biggest thing, as Rick said, if you've tried the products and you believe in the products, that takes your business to the next level, really. And it takes guts and action to do workshops. Now, workshops is a big thing, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So she was explaining how where your business is going with this, and obviously it's not a get rich quick scheme, but these workshops that they're doing are really, really working. So she said build on those, but how are we building on those? So she talked about building relationships, connecting, listening, mirror, identifying, respect, rapport, relate, and explain and build. So this is with all your whoever you're having it with, your friends, acquaintances, colleagues, family, whoever it is. Rapport is a feeling of commonality. Your tone, your body language, your eye contact, have natural eye contact. These are really, really important things when you're doing these presentations, and have an awareness when you're connecting with people. She mentioned Anthony Robbins, and I didn't know his name comes up a lot on Facebook. So connect with him and go on his trainings, because she said that they're really, really good in helping you build those relationships with people. People like people who are like them, so and who they'd like to be. People judge very quickly, so be genuine, not false. You know, when you're doing these presentations, don't put on an act. Be very, very genuine and very, very normal, because that's what people can relate to, especially if you're with people who know you, because people buy people. She then spoke about doing these events. So if you're doing 2 product events, she talked about Jiffy, which means talk about your job, talk about your interest, your family, your friends, and you. Once you talk about these things and you talk about them at your event or within your event or whatever, people get to know you a little bit more, and on a personal level as well. So it's easier to then connect. When you're doing events, throughout your events, tell people about offers, money offers, about free products. Claire Fishington had a table at the back, and she had all her products laid out. So what she did, which I found really interesting, was she put little groups together. So say, for example, she had a little makeup thing going on, and it had all the makeup products. So for example, I just quickly wrote down the products that she had on there, which was bronzer, the primer, the lipstick, foundation, and brushes. Then she had a little white tag with the price clearly marked on it, 20% discount, £111. So she really said that, you know, during your events, you've got to clearly have your prices marked on these tags, because sometimes when you say to people, oh, you get the cream, and you get the primer, and you get the lipstick, and you get the foundation, and that costs you £111. Well, people they'll remember the £111, but they won't necessarily remember what you've actually told them or what products will be in there. So if they can see a little example of what they're going to get, they see the value of what they're getting and how much they're paying for it. So you'd write the SRP price, 20% discount price, and the discounted price. So, you know, it's really important to keep, you know, as you're telling people about the products, as they're feeling, using, trying, drinking, whichever products you're using, tell them about the offers that you're doing, tell them about the discounts, tell them about the money off, tell them about the free products. It's so important to get that information across again and again and again. So by the time you've got to the end of that presentation, they are familiar with what products they have. They've got a wish list in front of them. They're writing down the products they want, and they have a very clear idea of how much it's going to cost them, so that they know. And if the host gets a gift, which most hosts do, be generous. Whatever that gift is, make sure they open it in front of everybody. Make sure all those people in that room know what the host has got for their gift. And if they hold an event, they are also going to get that as a gift. So they are very clear. And then book events of events, which we all know, and ask them if, say, somebody wants to host an event, ask them if they've got any referrals, and if they'd like to basically, you know, hold an event, or if they've got any friends that they think will hold an event. So off it, you can actually come away with maybe 8 dates in your diary. She also said that, sorry, I should say Claire Fishington, for any of you who missed it, she also spoke about learn and burn on the source. So Laura Lance, I think she does some coaching on learn and burn. So if you have a look at that, I haven't managed to go on there and look at that yet, so I haven't watched that, but you can learn from that. And each event brings around 500 QVs. So if you're doing 2 or 3 of those, there's quite a lot that you get back. Learn, duplicate, copy whatever, you know, is on the source, but, you know, bespoke is best, and use the products that you're most comfortable with, or tailor it to the clientele that you're actually going to see. She spoke about building relationships with PCs. So important. You know, we're all great at getting PCs, and we need to follow through. Fortune is in the follow-up. So if basically you've been to an event and you've done all your orders on a Sunday night or whatever, on Monday you put the orders through. They will probably be received. We all know they get there by about Wednesday, Thursday, if it all goes correctly. So, you know, just give them a quick call, give your PCs a quick call, because you'll have a list of all the PCs, contact numbers, emails, whatever. Give them a quick call on the Thursday and just check if everything's okay. And if they've given the thumbs up, everything's okay, and they're very happy with everything that they've received, then handwrite a card, because it's one of those personal touches that that you can actually do, which I never would have thought of, but it's I think it's nice to receive a handwritten card and a thank you card, and it's a bit more personal than an email or a text. So that was one suggestion. And then after 3 weeks, just give them a call, check how you got on with your products. Is everything okay? Did you like your products? Fabulous. If you like your products, would you like to try, if they've tried the skincare, would you like to try shampoo? If they've had the shampoo, would you like to try the nutrition? Because 10 out of 10, if people have liked one product, they're more likely to like another product. And if they signed up as a preferred client, well, we get the 20% discount anyway. So why wouldn't they want to put another order? So she was saying the importance of following up and recommending other products to your preferred clients. So it's really, really important. And that is key to getting your PCs to basically get orders, to get and do repeat orders every single month. So keep going until you get a no, basically. Life has no limitations except the ones that you make, and you can have everything you want in life. And if you help enough people get what they want, you obviously get what you want. So hers was very much about the products and bringing them into your business, because this is taking your business to the next level. Our next speaker was Wendy Griffith, and she spoke about personal development. She said practice regularly, keep practicing, keep listening, keep soaking up that information. She spoke about The Slight Edge, the book. If you've read it, absolutely fantastic. She said if you haven't read it, read it, and if you have read it, reread it. So she then spoke about Laras, which means listening, attending, reading, affirmations, and The Secret, your vision board, basically. Listening to an audio every day, attending everything, reading, 15 minutes every day, affirmations every morning or every afternoon and every evening. And she said, we probably we've heard this time and time again, and you're probably saying, okay, we don't, and we were all like, oh, in the audience. But she said the importance of it, the importance of doing it every single day. And actually when Stuart Armfield came on stage, he said that, he was just not, he was struggling to get to Nation. He just wasn't seeing himself getting to Nation. And he spoke to Sarah Dunning, and Sarah Dunning said, are you reading? And he was like, well, so, and she said, no, are you reading? And he's like, well, sometimes I don't get time. And, she said, no, are you reading? And he said, no. She said, go and read 15 minutes every single day. That's it. You need to read. And he went away and he read for 15 minutes religiously every single day. And now he's a national vice president. So there's got to be some truth in it. So habits take 30 days to build, but take minutes to break. So if you've got good habits, don't break them, because it's so hard to get back on it. It's so hard. It's like going to the gym. One day when you wake up and it's raining and it's cold and you think, oh, I'm not going to go for a gym today, or I'm not going to go for a run today. It's so hard to get back into the momentum. So if the momentum's going and the speed is going, don't stop it, just keep going. A couple of books were mentioned, which was The Compound Event, which, if I've written correctly, it was by Darren Harvey. A really, really good book to read. Also The Power, which I think is the second book to The Secret. So if you haven't read those, do read them. Think big, have big goals, and commitment is doing what you set out to do way after the moment that you said it. And anything you do, whenever you're doing anything or you're speaking, speak with passion. Okay, the importance of feeling and acting like an entrepreneur. The rapid transformation formula. We had an external speaker who I'm going to go just very, very quickly mention, because I think that one of the other girls is actually maybe an external speaker is going to come and speak to us, hopefully on the Shore Nation. But he just went through the website is called www.rapidtransformation.co.uk. So it's rapidtransformation.co.uk. Basically, he's doing a free e-course. So I'll put the information up on the Shore region. Obviously, it's for the attendees of the event, but I'm sure if I put the code on there, I mean, I don't think it would matter. But he just went through thoughts, feelings, results. He went through quite a lot, but that in itself is going to take me, I mean, he spoke for an hour, so I don't think I'm going to fit it in 5 minutes. So I'm going to leave that, because I think that there is going to be a separate talk on that. But I'm just going to go through... Laura Millard, who was our next speaker. She was an area manager, and she spoke about stepping out of your comfort zone. So that was the last thing, stepping out of your comfort zone. Everything is really, really safe. It's calm, it's controlled, but the magic doesn't happen in your comfort zone, unfortunately. You have to step out of it, and that's where things liven up. The fear of failure, embrace failure, use your failure and move forward. Sometimes people fear rejection. Don't take it personally, take the emotion out. If you take the emotion out of how you're feeling, things will not affect you. And she then said that, you know, what would you rather? Would you rather 1,000 no's or one person patronizingly saying to you, I told you so, I told you it wouldn't work. Why are you in this silly business? Why did you start that? You would rather not. You don't want, you know, you would rather have 1,000 no's. And a lot of people, you know, we've seen it when, you know, the MVPs on stage, you know, they say they are the biggest losers because they have had the biggest amount of no's. So again, just take your emotion out of it. Don't get affected by it. The fear of what people think. Stop overthinking. Fear is just an emotional response of danger. So don't fear anything. Don't feel any emotion. Just keep going. Just keep going. So 5 tips to manage these, you know, is if you haven't read the Chimp Paradox, read it. It's really, really good. I'm reading it at the moment, and you know, I'm rereading it. And the first time I missed things, and you know, things you find new things and new tips in there all the time. So if you're going to get pushed out of your comfort zone, be prepared. GoPro is a really good book to prepare you for this. Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway is another book. And if you're going to do this, I think this helps with product events. And if you fear product events, do them anyway. If you fear, then do them in pairs. Do work with your upline, work with your downline, sidelines, you know, everybody in your team, you know, just work together. So as you move out of your comfort zone, what was once frightening, it'll seem quite normal now. And it's too hard. If you think that this business is getting too hard for you and it's too difficult and you can't cope with it, and you know, then go back to your vision board and go back to your why and look at it, and you know, what's on it. Is it strong enough? Do you need to change anything on there? Because obviously if you're doubting yourself and if you're doubting the business, then you're in it, but you're not in it 100%. So you know, this girl's been through an awful lot in her life, but she just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. So, and if there's something scary that that you've basically that you're scared of, then work in numbers, work with your team. Again, you know, the importance together, everyone achieves more in your business. So yeah, work together. And if you've basically you've exhausted your network and you think that you've got no one else and you can't see any more people, then go over it, because obviously you're missing something, and you're missing you know, people that you know that are on there, until you've had a no from every single person, it is not a no. So it's quite easy to miss something that you're not actually looking for. So keep looking, keep, you know, just go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. And if you don't have a goal, you don't have the urgency to succeed. So rewrite your goals, rewrite your whys, keep going back to it, keep looking at it, change your choices or small changes into actions. And if you really want to achieve things, instead of needing to achieve things, if you need something, you just need it. But if you really, really want it, there's so much more emphasis on it. You're really, really wanting it. And then just, really just be in control. You are in the driving seat. You are the only person to take this business to the next level. Time and time again, everyone just said the only thing that's standing between you and success is you, basically, because everything is the same. The products are the same. The tools are the same. The system is there. Literally, all you're doing is you're just copycatting everything that's on there. So if you're not changing anything and you're not reinventing anything, there's no reason at all why you won't succeed. So just keep going, keep going, keep going. And when you get there, I mean, obviously it was for us because we were at district manager. When you get there, do not stop. Just keep going and go to the next level and the next and the next. So really, I've skimmed through it quite quickly, but that was just the gist of things. There was obviously a lot more, and there was so much that we went through, but that was it in a nutshell, basically. Any questions?
That was great, Sandy.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Claire.
Well, it's Elin.
Hello, Elin. Sorry. Thank you, Elin. Sorry, I didn't recognise your voice. I wasn't being rude. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'll put my...
Okay, I don't know how long is left, but so the external speaker who spoke, he was basically, so he was from this company, Rapid Transformation, and he was just basically talking about the importance of feeling and acting like an entrepreneur. And he just simple words that you change. Instead of I will try to, I will. Instead of I should, I choose to. Instead of I need, I want. Be consistent, train better, get more clients, bring your team together, sponsor more, and sponsor Get Started. He basically, it was an hour long, and he went through, it was quite, you had to sit through it. It was really, really hard to explain. It was the instructions of the mind and how opportunities affect your feelings and your thoughts and the results that you get out of it. But I think he's, as I say, he's going to come on one of our calls, which I think will be really good because, there's so much information on there. But if any of you want to look at the website, you can go onto the website. There's also a Facebook page, which is facebook.com Rapid Transformation. And the free e-course, the code is, it is 64446. Now I don't know whether that's not valid. I don't know whether that's invalid now, but it just says on here exclusive free bonus for being at the workshop via QR Zap, and it says in RT app. So I think there's an app, but I'll probably look at that, and but if you're really interested in that, then speak to Sam Hallett, because I think she's spoken to this guy, and she's getting him to basically speak for the Shore region. Okay, I think that's the end. Are there any other questions? Gosh, everybody's gone silent. Oh dear.
Sandy, I've actually got one, because I really like that expression that you used, because I used to have an ex-boyfriend called Jiffy, and
Okay.
I didn't catch what the I was.
Oh, interest.
Interest.
Yeah.
So J was
Jog.
jog.
Yeah, job, J-O-B.
Oh, J-O-B, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
So
interest,
basically, you're talking
family,
about
friends.
family, friends, and then you.
You.
So you, why is you? So basically, excuse me, when you're talking about yourself, you're basically talking about your job, Arbon, your interests, your your family. It's just you're getting on a personal level with friends, family, colleagues, acquaintances, whoever you're speaking to, that you're just building that relationship.
So you're supposed to tell. So you're supposed to tell them about yourself, or are you asking the person to tell you about themselves?
Okay, so basically, it's all when you take, like, when you start the workshop, then everybody who arrives on time for the first 15 minutes, that you take them and you say, oh, do you want to do the hand scrub? So you take them into the kitchen and they're doing the hand scrub. So at that time, when you're getting to know them and you're doing a one-to-one, or you're talking to the group and you're getting to know them, because you need that information, that when you do your presentation, you're actually tailoring that information for them. Then you're telling them about what you do, or what do you do, your interests, who's in your family, have you got children, have you got, just so all of that. And then you're talking about you, and obviously you're getting all that information back, and then you're using that information when you're doing your presentation. My memory's not so great, so I did wonder how, if there's about 5 or 6 people in the room, how you're going. I'm not terrible on names, how you're going to remember everybody. But I think obviously once you've done this a few times and you've practiced and you do it all the time, I think it will probably become easier. From what she was saying. Well, this is Claire Fishenden, because she just swears by them. These product events, she said, they're absolutely fantastic. I do them. I love them. They work. They're great. Fantastic. Do them.
And Sandy, is she actually doing them in her home or other people's homes, as opposed to like a meet the product event?
She's doing them. From what she was saying, she was doing them on a more personal level. So she was doing them because she spoke about when she's doing the events. Get more referrals from friends of friends. So she kept referring to friends. So, but also, I mean, meet the product events. They're really good as well, because you can actually tailor her system of doing this with your team. So if you had a whole team of people, the way our teams are doing them, where they're having tables of different products, I think it would work the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Great. I think it's finished quite early then. Sorry, I talked really quickly as well.
Well, has anybody got any questions for Sandy? Or anything else to offer about any workshops? Like Elin, you're having fantastic success with your workshops.
I've got pretty much what Claire Fishenden.
Sorry?
Someone said they got a question, I think. Was that you? Sorry, Sandy.
Yelin. Oh yeah, I've got a question for you, Yelin. Okay, so basically when you do these meet the product events, so are you inviting people that each of you, so say like 6 of people in your team, or do you all invite your own friends, family, acquaintances? How does it work?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Anybody really? Prospects, independent, preferred clients, people who you want to come and look at the business, prospects really, and then all preferred clients. And then if your sidelines are coming, obviously it's a real mixture of sidelines and personally my team. And so with my team, they might be bringing somebody who they want to show the business to. For example, a prospect day, I said a good place for you to come see all the products is at the Meet the Product events, which we have across the month. And people people have walked in off the street as well. That happened at Laura's last week, Laura and Sam's. A few people came upstairs from another bar, and that was nice, and we showed them everything. We had a really interesting conversation with one of the guys about, you know, supplements and stuff.
Yeah.
So Laura, we gave them Laura's card because it was her event.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I mean, it just varies.
Right.
Just get whoever you can, as long as they're breathing, basically.
Yeah, they can be at the event. Do you find that people come from a little bit further away, or is it mostly only local
No,
people?
they're pretty local.
Yeah.
For I have found so far, they're pretty local, yeah. And I mean, for me, Grantham, even though it's a very successful and busy event, personally, I haven't had any of my guests there because it's not my town, but it's my team's town. It's where Luke is and Kira is there. And then, of course, we've got Zoe Allen's team coming across, which is great. And also Lou and Harriet. Again, their upline is in America. And then Bev has come across and Crystal. So we've got Claire Shaw's team, sidelines. But also Zoe Allen, so it's a real sort of mix up. But what I like about that event is that when my guests do come, they will love the atmosphere, and it's just a great feeling. It's a great buzz.
Right.
So I think open it up as much as you can, because when your guests do come, they're going to be picking up on all of that energy.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, I'll close the recording now. Yeah, unless anybody else has got anything to say.
No.
We all had a Zoom before this, so I think we're all
a bit zoomed out.
Yeah, we just we're a bit. Yeah, my jaws hurt now.
Thanks a lot, Sandy.
No problem at all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, and thank you, Called It. I don't know if I missed anyone else's why before Called It, but it was.
Eileen, can I just say that we've got a Meet the Products in Leicester tomorrow, and I think, have you got one on Thursday as well? Is that?
We've got Grantham on Wednesday. Nothing on Thursday. Nothing that I know of. Oh no, sorry, yeah, Melton. Oh God.
Yeah, Melton's Thursday. So it's Leicester and Grantham tomorrow,
Melton.
and Melton Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got a workshop tomorrow morning, so I'm going to be, ooh.
Fab. Good luck, guys.
I won't even have to think about what I'm saying after day 3. It will be automatic.
Can I just say that I've come across a really fantastic document by Aldis Lorino, and Sophie has posted it to the Pritchard Nation page, and I've tried to send it out to lots of people, but the link's not opening. So you might need.
Is it the summer? Is it the summer ideas? Building your business over the summer?
Yes, I think it is called something like that. Yeah, it's really good.
I put it on the shore page last week. On the shore page, I put it on there last week with the link to the call.
Right, okay. Sorry, I didn't realise that. I missed that. Okay, that's great, because I just noticed it got all sorts of recipes for hosting different events with themes.
Yeah, and loads of ideas for the men and the summer and everything.
Yeah.
And there's a call attached to it, so yeah, it's on my page as well. So if you can't find it, I can repost it for you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Elin.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.